welcome to seeing Ban of the Maid. Supposedly anime girl. Napoleon Senior. Well, it's not really a story, but it's good enough. You can say for me what's happening. Because the penalty story is not enough. Yeah, I make Officer Mode. This is not just a mistake. You want to be challenged. A bit. The Flame Studio Prisons. It's capturing the game audio, is it? I hope it is. Wait a minute. I need to mute this a bit. This is pretty loud. This is better. This should be better. Yeah, the names didn't give away. This is not exactly, how do I say this? Western made. So, why is it all on a different? Why is it always France? Like, this is not the first time I've seen like someone out of Asia making something about Europe. It's always France, I feel like.
Ooh, Night in Varennes.
Look, I'm not.
Summer 1791, Varennes, France.
Huh?
Ooh, Varennes is not far ahead. Are you sure that the king will be here? I can only believe it's true, otherwise King of France might already be in the territory of another country.
Would be better if he was, and we wouldn't have to deal with this shit.
The village Marquis de Lafayette. If you don't bring the king back, the whole country will shake tomorrow. France can't afford this kind of blow during such a crucial moment. What is the king thinking? Can't just stay put in the palace. Come to the Mirabelle.
I don't speak French. I've never spoken French. I didn't take French classes for a reason.
Having just recovered from a serious illness, you should stay in Paris and rest. It was I who provided the tennis. Of course I have a responsibility to accompany you. And the truth there, I don't think we have a Garde Nationale.
原来如
The
此。
army of royalists, they must be here to pick up the king. When I'm counting on you, I'm not experienced in battlefield commanding or leading charges.
Can't I just like join the royalists? I hope I'm royalist because I don't like fighting for a republic. That's like stupid. Why the fuck would you ever do that? Well, I mean, I get fighting for Roman Republic. That's because most people Rome is different. Like France was shite, Rome was good. And I'm not. If you're not here for political discussions about the difference of Roman and French Republic.
Our actions tonight will change the fate of France. Marquis.
Can't I just like lose?
I hope. Marquis de Lafayette. Marquis de Lafayette. Please be sure to find the king and all of his entourage. Don't worry. You better take care of the time. Think about to persuade the king. What's that noise?
Can't I be like the royalists?
Anyways, they're guarding the bridge. Anyway, move to Wedding House, get close to act, show no mercy to the straits. What traitors?
不要松懈，革命成败在此一举。
God, I hope. Man, I'm thankful that we're going to play as Napoleon. Well, anime girl Napoleon. Because that means we can become empress. No more of that stupid republic business. Done. Ouch. I need like.
Ouch.
注意队形，出发！
I don't speak French, sorry. Sunny West doesn't look sunny. There's still one group of enemies left at the end of the town. I hope the king is still there. No time to waste, get it done now.
还在磨蹭什么？
Again.
快下命令！
Nothing I can do. This was bound to happen, honestly, but
doesn't matter. Like
速战速决，冲啊！
like I know I win, so like
不要松懈，革命的成败在此一举了。
so I can only attack
注
after.
意队形，出发！
That's good to know. Dignified.
I don't know what any of these things mean.
Why is he allowed to attack immediately?
速战速决，冲啊！
Right, so guarding this carriage, let's take a look. This thing, I said, you need to reach are marked as yellow grids. Move into the air to complete your mission. What if I don't want to? What if I want to
还
fail?
在磨蹭什么？快下命令！
That's what it does. Like a message is the character the king took. I leave you searching in the town. I leave the searching in the town to you as a step. I leave searching in the town to you as I stay here to guard the carriage. Please try not to cause disturbance. I will deal with it. You can rest assured. Well, madam, please step outside. I bet it's her who stayed in the carriage. Sure you know what would happen next, yes. His Majesty is in town and the Marquis still will sign to him. Please come back to Paris. What would happen to our family when we return to Paris? The documents left by His Majesty confirmed that he had betrayed the country and the people. Betrayed as usurper.
He can't betray France and its people. He is France and its people. That's not how this works. He is the country. The people can go fuck themselves.
For France of the trade is the scene in which France inside and outside Paris are all eagerly waiting to take the ride. What will become of my children in the future of our royal family? The children will be taken care of after our birth from the bloodline of our royal family. In the current situation, their lives can only be held in the hands of ours.
Man, do I really have to, like, can I just not switch as fast as possible to, like, Empress Napoleon, because, like, I don't like this. I don't like being Republican. Maybe I chose the wrong game for that.
This is the consequence of the royal family's behavior, and you must take responsibility. Ooh. Sure enough, I was protected by the blue diamond has responded. Oh. It seems that you are the person I'm looking for. What do you mean? I'm not here fucking. What I'm looking for is the ability hidden in you. Anyway, what about to say is confusing to you. But please listen to the guy and consider it seriously before answering my question. This is not only about you, but also about the future of the country. Yelling and commotion can be heard in the distance. It seems the king has been found. There's not much time. Please listen carefully. It was the most turbulent moment in my life. Escaped from the gate of death on my head, so I hold the key to change the view of the country. It was a legacy that has been passed down for hundreds of years and appeared in many stories and legends. Women who are affected by it are indeed caught in torturous fate. I hope this action won't be one of the many remorses on earth. I hope that they can become the mates of friends and make the country peaceful and stable. Whew. 5 years later, outskirts of Toulon, France. So we're saying that the king was kidnapped as false. If the public knew the truth, the royal official would have been imprisoned. Or even worse. It's just a story I heard while drinking. I'm telling you a story because you, my lady, are too bored on the road. Wait. It was such the story. Speaking of which, I've heard several versions of similar stories. But the woman who changed the royal family may truly exist. After her invention, there have been many changes in the royal family. Oh, young lady. Do you really believe the so-called Maid stuff? Really incredible talents and maids were born to save the country in danger? I'm not sure. This young lady military comes from credit of École Militaire. Ever since women were allowed to join the army, the École Militaire received a badge of female students who passed special testing. Ah, young lady, what's your name again? Pauline Bonaparte. Ah, yes, that's your name. You're not Parisian, are you?
No, Corsica. Yes. Okay, I remember that correctly.
I'm from Corsica. What about cities? When I was young, I joined the army and went to Corsica. Speaking of that. Never mind. What topic do you wish to discuss? The situation of France, because
I'm not sure what the fuck the situation.
Speaking of that, when I was young, I really couldn't believe the revolution, but it really happened. 7 years ago, because the king summoned the state general to solve financial problems. That's right, the clergy the first estate, the nobility for the second estate, and the commoners for the third estate. The state general intensified the contradiction between the estates, and finally a revolution took place in Paris. The Bastille was stormed and the king compromised, resulting in the legitimation of the Colonial Assembly. Well, you're quite familiar with first three. And what do you think of a revolution? I was in Corsica 7 years ago and didn't know too much about Paris. I learned all of it later in the École Militaire. But in the past few years, of powerful nobility has been weakened. The royal family still unaffected. Well, the royal family changed the attitude of that, supported the reform of the assembly and...
Reforming... I don't like the assembly. The assembly was shit and it deserved everything it got in the end.
For example, guys like you were involved in the Corps Militaire. It's a policy promoted by the royal family and they've made good use of publicity. I know this too, but the soldiers should not care too much about political issues. I can see you don't care about politics. Otherwise you would have... Really? Never mind, speaking of the military. The ongoing battle. The topic of... Have you been transferred to... There's more going on here, as I know. My older brother is also a soldier, and he's serving in Toulon. I'm here too. To take a vacation. In my opinion, now is not a time for military personnel to take vacation. Domestic rebellions happen from time to time, and wars of neighboring countries are also ongoing. As you said, as a soldier it's time to fight for the country and for you. Well, then why are you? To be honest, I've just experienced a fierce battle recently. Well, it was said to be a victory according to the final result. You can tell from that, even it's awarded by the royal family as the response to the current situation. It must be a considerable degree of military merit. But the casualties were overwhelmingly heavy, which made me start it up by why I'm suitable as a soldier. So you came here to talk to your brother about it. Yes, it was also my brother's recommendation to let me to play to the Corps Militaire. Although he's strange and ambitious to ourselves, he's definitely a qualified soldier. Oh, it's but odd to hear such comments from someone's own sister. But speaking of Toulon, it's definitely not a good place for vacation now.
Ongoing battle in Toulon. What the fuck is happening in Toulon?
It has been half a year since the traders within the city helped the foreign army to occupy Toulon. The nearby cities that are affected by war are also in panic. Alas, people are suffering too much. The war must be ended as soon as possible. However, it is strange that not only the neighboring countries, Prussia and Austria, are taking the city, but also the British. Since the heart of Bourbon is still there, even if they're worried about the impact of the revolution, they shouldn't be rushing to wage a war. Even His Majesty supports the assembly to engage in war. It's really... well, it's really a warm, and there may be some unknown power in the back. Are you saying like the power of the maids? Who knows? However, it is not strange thing for the king to support the war. Although the king has temporarily won the support of the people, the power of the royal family will tear civil.
Yeah, that's why you go and take the assembly and execute them all. Or at least put them in prison.
If the revolutionist regime is defeated by foreign troops, they will regain power. Do they even know how many people will die from this?
Yes, and honestly, who cares? They're revolutionaries. They deserve it.
Too bad. Perhaps I really have chosen the wrong persons. Just my personal conjecture. In any case, war is inevitable.
Well, nothing more to say, I think.
Glory on the battlefield, defending the country. We joined the army for this purpose, but when we actually stepped into the battlefield, it was a totally different thing. Hundreds of people will leave us alive and down the valley because of our decisions. Yeah,
That's how it works.
I come and take up these responsibilities.
You do. It's that simple.
That I don't know, I'm not familiar with military affairs. However, you see, whether you are for our family or become foes, who can really say if they can dominate their own fate? And according to my decades of experience, fate often won't give you much choice. What do you think, young lady? In order to not make mistakes, would you go?
I don't think I can apply anything I know of France here, I'll be honest. I don't think this is a timeline which, you know, like, is going to matter in any way or shape or form. But if she refers to her older brother, like, we're talking Napoleon.
In order to not make mistakes, would you let go of the opportunity to change your fate? Surely not. So much for the talk. We need him to leave. Well, it looks like my right ends here. The person the Emperor sent to pick me up should be near. And I'll bid you farewell. If you happen to visit me in Paris, I'll prepare more interesting stories and some more refreshments for you. Thank you, and I've heard a few words to say to you before I leave. Yes? The story-stealing skills could use some work. Please do hone your speech before we meet next time. This is the first time I've had such an audience. This was the first time I saw Pauline born apart. After that, she set foot on the battlefield again. And then we meet again in Paris. That's several months later. Chapter 1.
The cannons of Toulon. Toulon? I don't speak French.
So the guy who's supposed to pick me up still not here yet? I haven't seen brother. Yeah,
That is.
brother Napoleon for more than a year. News about his military merits on the front line can be heard from time to time. This area was once downtown. When the war broke out, civilians were evacuated, leaving only a mess here. People just wanted a stable and peaceful life, but they can't get it because of the war.
Hey, not my fault.
Having said that, how come no one is coming? Did they come to the wrong place? Sound of incoming bombardment. Artillery in the distance, it's very close. Sound of marching. Damn it, it's the enemy force. We've already advanced this far. I have to find a place to hide immediately. Who?
原来如此啊！
Did that young... Oh, Leclerc. Did that young lady come and say? Could she happen to be Bonaparte's sister?
布达巴小姐，
Can you hear me, Mademoiselle Bonaparte? No response, then I'll have to chase this entire Who said blockade yelling on the street? We might as well lead the enemies to us directly. I guess he must be one sent by my brother. I can join and escape from here. Anyway, let me check out the surroundings and find a place where we can meet. Tutut, it's the enemy's scouts, a group of scattered soldiers. We need to defeat them to reach the intersection in the front. In any case, the safety of Mademoiselle Bonaparte
Must be guaranteed.
There's a chain of advantages against other classes among various classes of units. Your damage and crit chance against the target will be increased when you are in advantage, decreased when you are in disadvantage. The class Sir Archer... Oh god.
I can't speak French.
Is light carry, which is an advantage against light infantry, but a disadvantage against heavy cavalry.
都准备好了吗？
I don't know what this means, but I'll just wait here. It's a military camp of one of our soldiers, and it was hit by several bullets. It seems that the front line is expanded to this town. Port is said to be occupied by British warships. I guess the situation is not looking very optimistic. I don't know how many soldiers have already been sacrificed on the battlefield. I'll take it with me. If I meet anyone friendly, it's easier for them to recognize me. Pauline received broken military yet. Okay.
诸位，让我们为未来而战吧！
What the fuck is Brett? Rifle.
准备战斗，开火！
get. Oh, actually not hit. Haha, missed. Idiot. The battlefield contains various terrains. Terrains affect the performance of troops, sometimes obstruct their movement. For example, it's harder to move through puddles in the town, and fighting in puddles will boost your chances of dodging enemy attacks.
Yeah, but I can't attack. Hey, you stupid idiot. Sits.
In the puddle.
Can't do anything again that now. That's not good.
不要冒进，就按预定计划行动。
This basket is one of fleur-de-lis. Your pets are already withered. Another rower, dead body. Seems to be some civilian who didn't have time to evacuate. It's not the time for sentimentality. Keep moving forward. Receive the iris basket and send to warehouse. Close. Hit or defeat enemies to increase your morale. When your morale count is full, you can use the heroic attack command. Heroic attack increases your damage and hit chance as well as grants you extra experience. But I don't think I need it on like this dude because like he's nearly dead.
If I missed, I would have been incredibly mad.
打起精神，可别落在后面了。
A piece of a bad banner. Not long ago I was fighting with my comrades under this banner. Soldiers fought under my command and although they eventually repelled the enemy, most of them were killed.
Look at it from this point. The Carolingians got absolutely fucked up Poltava. And as long as you didn't get fucked that up, it could be worse.
Was my Leroy ship good enough? Receive Brome. It's the tricolor. Stupid Parisians. Everything. HP resents the organization of the troop. When it's reduced to 0, the troop will have 2 feet. When your troop loses too much HP, you can recover it by using items in your command. Unlike weapons, items will permanently disappear when used up. I don't think I've... Then we'll have to simply move and wait.
都准备好了吗？
Missed. You idiot.
Now let's look at the heroic attack is going to make.
战斗吧，诸位！今天的胜利会成为美好明天的基石。
And dead.
想好了吗？再不行动，我可等不及了。
Where we have it. Hey, Mademoiselle Bonaparte. This must be the guy who was yelling. His voice was so loud. Excuse me, are you with my brother Napoleon? I'm a subordinate of your brother Charles Leclerc.
原来如此啊！
Just like you said, Mademoiselle Pauline, you have a temperament that fits this military uniform perfectly. Is that what my brother said? Except Mademoiselle Josephine, you're the one he talked about the most. You're the one he talked about most. However, fits this military uniform part is my own opinion. Thank you. There are few people in the military who speak like you, Mr. Leclerc.
Oh god, I don't know how to pronounce that name. I don't think men or women. Some people are born to be soldiers. Let's stop talking and standing and he go back to the camp first. There's an enemy line nearby and be changed to stay behind. Sound of incoming development. Look out, Pauline. I hope he dies. So I don't have to pronounce his name anymore.
It's the enemy artillery. Retreat now. Leclerc.
I kind of hope.
French camp, Toulon.
柏林呢？
The battle begins in 4 hours. Are you still determined Are you still with, is it I knew?
拿破仑哥哥
Is，it you, brother Napoleon?
Oh. Oh.
The clerk asked me to bring you a message. Said you owe him a big favor. Don't forget to return it
真的
later.
吗？
Monsieur Leclerc is your right now. His legs were broken from diving in order to serve you, and he'll return to Paris to rest tomorrow. If I paid more attention to my surroundings, I would have noticed that the area had already been boarded once by the enemy. It was my poor judgment that led to Monsieur Leclerc's.
Well, at least he's out for now. So I won't have to show how bad I can't know his name to pronounce.
Bad luck happens from time to time on the battlefield. Don't blame yourself. I've heard of your victory on the front line. You won the battle, but with heavy casualties. What did you expect to get some? What did you Our enemy was defeated and I was exception command. I can't forget the soldiers who died in that battle, and I can't praise our victory. Should I really be considered a qualified leader? It was I who brought you to Paris, and it was I who said you enter the École Militaire. Am I doing something wrong? No, it was my own decision to become a soldier. Recall your original intention of joining Army Pauline. At this very moment, the war is still going on. The commander agreed to my plan not long ago. Tonight we launch a general attack on the enemy's position.
Yeah, but who are we fighting?
Once the forces we can use the cannons to drive the British warships out of Toulon. It's time for this battle to end. Since Leclerc is injured, I need another adjutant. What say you? Are you coming with me? I make the decision. Indecisive people are unworthy of the battlefield.
就这样办吧。
If you don't want to be soldier anymore, I will arrange someone to send you back to Corsica. I will stay, brother. Tell me what the battle plan. Good. And fight yourself something to eat first. You can't go to the battlefield with an empty stomach. Come to me when you're ready. The clerk's injury is my responsibility, but I still can't leave the battlefield. Protect the people like us from the anguish of war. It is for this reason that we decided to join the army.
That sounds stupid.
The Maid of Chapter 2.
The Maid of Toulon.
开炮！
Keep.
Honestly, I'm kind of surprised they went with, like, I kind of won't say I'm surprised, but on the other hand, I'm not.
Keep fighting. The enemy's resistance is still very strong. The battle against the enemy resistance began in the afternoon and continued until the evening. The target of attack is Fort Mulgrave, the most heavily fortified position of the enemy's defenses around Toulon. Also the key point to my brother's plan. Once we occupy the position, our artillery can bombard the British warships in the port from the high ground and block the reinforcements and retreat routes at sea and turn the tide of battle in
One fell swoop. Ooh, maybe I was a bit too loud there.
At the moment, our army has suppressed the enemy artillery, but still hasn't gained a decisive advantage. His situation continues this way.
Who?
Bonaparte, it's turning.
Sorry, but I I need to catch myself for a moment. I had to take a screenshot of that. Sorry. Oh, this is not what I expected. The game has been pretty family friendly, should I say so far. Didn't expect a boop window.
Bonaparte is turning into prolonged battle. The power of our artillery will be near limit if we hold off till the night time. This is Rost de Beaumont, the artillery commander who's supporting my brother's offensive. Her name alone indicates that she's a noble, which is quite rare in the revolutionaries dominated army.
Yeah, but there are like two Bonapartes here, so, and it's not like you're not nobility, so, well, I mean, not exactly high and from Corsica, so could be worse.
Most aristocratic officers have been replaced by revolutionists. Only a few continue to serve the army due to the influence of the king. Rose de Beaumont is the most distinguished amongst them. Speaking of legend of maids, it has been there before past 100 of years. It is always rated to witches and heresy. Recently there have been positive rumors spreading in the country, precisely because of the performance of General Rose de Beaumont on the battlefield and the publicity of her royal family. Okay. That's good. The remaining shells are sufficient to support 3 or 4 rounds of artillery support. It's time to make a decision. Rose de Beaumont, pay attention to the tone of your voice. This is not the era when you nobles can criticize and boss around people in the army.
You know, Russia had for rank of tables, and it immediately denoted gave you a rank of nobility when you reach a certain rank of military. Forget. I'm trying not to be too rambly about this, but hey, this is not better when nobles can. Actually, it is. Actually, that's the whole point of an army, where your superior bosses you around. Because trust me, and they tried that once with having soldiers at their own councils, that turned out the army turned an absolute and utter shit, and could not even win with a 1-10 advantage, because people simply started fleeing because there was no discipline.
Responsibility is to coordinate the artillery, not issuing combat orders. The man is Hubert Mondego, is supervising adjutants sent by the general. There are many rumors about him in the army. His former superiors have all become big shots, so he's been rapidly promoted in the army. Officers who haven't received formal training like him aren't uncommon nowadays. Commander Bonaparte truly has his plan. He should remind us honestly, or you just trying to take credit for his work with your so-called instinct of a maid. I'm just speaking as a common soldier. Indeed, we don't have enough ammunition, nor enough time. It's now or never. Concentrate all your shells and launch a fire bombardment on the enemy positions. I lead the infantry charge. We must seize the opportunity to occupy the battery on the shore. Pauline, go with me. As for Monsieur Mondego, go. Do you want to participate in the charge with us? About that, I caught a cold on the way here, so I'm not in condition for the charge. Then you'll be commanding the artillery support. I've already issued the plan to my subordinates. All you need to do is fire as planned. And the bombarding is crucial to defenses. I'd still see you do personnel. The troops are ready and waiting for orders, sir. Rainy day combat is extremely tough, and the most important thing is to inspire soldiers to put your ability to good use, Pauline. Let me know if you need my support anytime, Pauline.
好的。
Understood. Get ready for the first round of bombardment. Fire! Brace yourselves, we are not.
Oh, I'm always down to fight the British. I'm totally down with this battle now. I hope we're not fighting the Russians at any point, because I'm just going to do deliberately lose.
Hold the line, as long as we hold Fort Mulgrave, victory is ours. Yeah, but what if you don't hold it? That's a stupid. The dodge of troops, both friendly units and enemy units, will decrease in the rain. Units marked with ally are temporary friendly troops of our side if they want. When experienced during battles, units marked with com are friendly troops that act on their own. Try your best to defeat enemies with Pauline herself to make them as experienced. Yeah, that. I just need to know how much damage she does, like. Oh, he just straight up kills him.
全体准备，开火！瞄准了，给我打！
Yeah, like, don't know what I was supposed to do there.
不要报警，就按预定计划行动。
Speaking, you must give a phone to check on how to chase and attack. job, Pauline.
为了祖国的安宁，我们必须前进。
把他们统统干！
Keep firing. Of course, he hits first.
准备，
But I have my counter fire.
注意，放！
And I attacked 2 times.
This sounds kind of.
P. I mean, this.
打起精神，可别落在后面了。
战场上可容不得马虎。
Wait,
地图分析，就让我来吧。
wait. Enemy face.
也不掂量掂量
Pay
自己的
attention
斤
to
两。
target areas. Fire faster. Damn it, the enemy has already rushed our position. Who's that man with a messy hair? And who's that young lady? Could she just be like Lady Leslie? Not bad for one more weapons conquer and process arrangement disorder. Our enemy is very tenacious. Pauline, can you still hold on? Time is running out. Go all out and break through the enemy's defenses. My ability, I can maximize the cultural stories and stack the combat effectiveness. Although only one shot of the war. Now it's most clear time of it. Understood. Pauline's aspiration increase with dominant stand in a short period. Once you use a constant, you cannot constantly move. You must issue an order of the way to finish your action.
都准备好了吗？
Yeah, but you see, the problem is I can't
思
even
考的
get
时间
there.
结
So
束了，准备战斗。
who
炮
cares?
击支援准备好了，随时听候命令。
狠狠的打！
This is the last round of attacks. Fire. And there they come. The position is almost lost. It was exactly what what Lady Bertha said. The French will become our greatest threat. Eagle from Corsica will ignite the fire of war that will sweep across the continent. Yeah, shit happens. Oops. Ouch.
准备，开火！注意，放！
Good job.
为了祖国的安宁，我们必须前进
不。要冒进，就按预定计划行动。
Not enough range.
没时间磨蹭了，快行动起来！
And yeah. Whoops, that was one too many. Ouch.
准备，开火！打起精神，可别落在后面了。
Yeah, but he's dying first, so
好机会，
this is
就在这儿击溃他
better.
们。感觉不错，部队的配合更默契了，继续努力吧。
地图分析，就让我来吧。
Ah.
准备，
战场上可容不得马虎，
I see, so artillery has no attack back.
全体准备，开火！
Should have known this earlier.
And I thought they were all infantry. In hindsight, that's maybe my mistake, so
都准备好了吗？
for assuming that not, waiting
炮击支援准备好了，
for
随时听候命令
fact.。
思考的时间结束了，准备战斗。
不要冒进，就按预定计划行动。
Guess we did it. Unbelievable. If we just temporarily taking command and fought with such bravery, as the professor of the Barba said. If overpraised me, it seems to be my ability or something, making soldiers become. In comparison, the targeting and timing of the cannons under your command was truly impeccable. Assuming that you know every detail of the terrain, no matter where you're fighting.
Seems there is no exaggeration.
Don't say that this is all thanks to Mr. Hubert's strategic command, right?
确实，
He totally not the same as they said. Even when he thought that everyone thought that Maid for Royal Family was a cold-hearted and grim person. Those situations on the other fronts are still unclear. Tell the artillery to catch up quickly and tackle British warships in the port. Understood. Solid.
What the fuck was I? What the?
Soldiers ready with cannons. Thank you. British. Your Excellency, it's the bombarding of. I feel like some of these sentences are weird. It's a bombarding of French. Ooh. It seems that Fort Mulgrave has gone. We should retreat as soon as possible before we block the port. Aye, ma'am. It should be sufficient to force the stubborn old men to make up their minds and wage war against France.
有意思。
The status quo of this country is a group of beasts fighting each other, and one that's wise will be fiercest one yet. We should take the opportunity and defeat them now. However, this is nothing for me to decide. Anyway, I should return home for long-term discussions.
I like this game so far. Like, I mean, I don't not. I mean, I would have preferred maybe another European country to play, but
France will have to do. La Victoria. I can't read French. I honestly don't intend to. Pauline. I see, you're here, Pauline. Well, I can say the whole view of Toulon from here.
I'm still not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly.
Take a look, good look, this is the city we've liberated. Brother, how can you be so determined to implement a better plan like
可
this?
是，
In order to contain the enemy outside the city, our allied forces have been fighting very hard. Even so, we might not have had enough time to occupy Mulgrave. You're right, we were lucky to succeed in the end. Perhaps we should thank God for helping us. I for one can't make such a decision. Thinking of not being able to win the battle where soldiers fight with their lives.
我
Maybe I'm not qualified to be commander at all.
Oh.
Pauline, do you know what's more painful than a soldier's death? More painful? To let them die in vain under the command of incompetent generals. And this is happening every day in war. I believe that I'm the best choice that soldiers could possibly have, so I never hesitate when making decisions.
Yeah. You gotta be decisive. Because if you fuck up, it's a lot of people that are going to die under your command. And nothing is worse than dying in vain. Like, if you die in the sheath you go, that's good. If you fight bravely, that's good. Dying in vain, that's bad.
可是，
But if I could come up with it, yeah.
But if you're always thinking about coming up with better plans, you're just, wasting time.
Pauline, did the instructors of Ecole Militaire not tell you? The talents of soldiers must be honed on the battlefield in order for them to blossom. Before that day, the soldiers who died under your command are the responsibility you must bear. Do you remember our snowball fights back in Corsica? You won 35 times, I won 20 times. You have snatched 20 victories from best soldier in France. Give yourself some credit, brother. So much over gossip. I have to prepare my personal report for Paris. Otherwise, God knows what Hubert will say. With this victory, the big shots of Paris should finally make up their mind and give me a chance to make a big difference. Remember to come and help me by then, Pauline. Understood. After the British warships withdrew, remaining enemy forces on the land were quickly annihilated. The flame of victory burned in the city of Toulon. However, the war is not over. Starting from Toulon, the conflict between France and all of Europe has become more intense. All of it started with the revolution that took place in Paris a few years ago. Nowadays, the French royal family survives under the influence of women, which makes Paris a stage of order and chaos intertwined. Prelude: The Maid of Toulon, Finn. When am I able to get into the menu? I can't do it anymore. 2 months later, Paris, France. Hustle and bustle on the streets. Paris is still the same city that is lively even at this hour. Ooh. I can make the text box disappear with right click, huh? Paris is still the same city as it is. Even, so it is lively even at this hour. Mademoiselle Cafe. According to the map, I'm in the right place, but I don't see any signboard with his name nearby. After the siege of Toulon, my brother got an exceptional promotion because of his military exploits and the revolutionists' recommendation. Yeah, we're going to regret that. 1. I'm also invited to Paris by the royal family to receive my award. My brother asked me to find a cafe run by a woman named Josephine and live there for the time being. You all heard your husband has already been executed on the guillotine. We want to protect you here. Let's try and drive him on. This used to be our home. This doesn't look like an ordinary quarrel.
哎呦，
It's a matter of years ago. If you have so much spare time to harass me, why don't you go back and find a proper job? And don't blame me if I have to remind you that I have several old friends in the guards of Paris. Don't believe the nonsense. These people have been locked in prison with a husband long ago. Get out of here, you serpent. Tut, this is getting ugly. This must be Mademoiselle Cafe. Are you Madame de Bourgogne? My brother Napoleon Bonaparte should have written about my visit. Napoleon, you must be. Stop wasting time already. Someone help me and throw it out.
哎呀，小流小流氓
Don't do
啊！
anything stupid. Rogues on the street looking for trouble. It seems that a fight is never. Wait,
别开玩笑了。
stop it now. Are you really not ashamed of bullying an aged woman? An aged? Ooh. Ooh. Ouch. Who is this young lady? Wait, she seems to be wearing military uniform. That's it. You must be Pauline Bonaparte. Too bad that you're seeing us. Come with me to the cafe now. What did she say? Pauline Bonaparte? It is the Maid of Toulon. Damn it. What trouble have you got us into? I'm done with it. Hey man, you better watch it. Fortunately, my brother taught me how to fight back in Corsica. Also my swordsmanship, which was taught by the instructor Deon. But the Maid of Toulon? What are they talking about? It must be hired by nearby gangs to make trouble. After all, my salon got a lot of business from them and it was booming. Ravier de vos rencontre. Oh god. My mouth. Madame de Bourgogne. My brother should have mentioned it in his letters. I apologize if I'm bothering you by living here during my stay in Paris. Just call me Josephine. So you're Napoleon's sister. Yeah, but why are you here? Honestly, I'm still trying to like get, you know, over the art style because like I don't know. It's unexpected. I expected something different. So you're Napoleon's sister. Excuse me, my brother clearly said it was a stylish, magnificent place. Why is it run down? Run down? Young lady, I didn't promise anyone to let you live here, now did I? What? What do you mean?
那你可就
It
不
seems that
懂
you still
了。
don't know it. The story has spread all over Paris. Flower for battlefield that bloom Toulon, and the Maid of France that equal to Rose de Beaumont? Something like that. What? Well, what's going on here? I was in short, you already star in Paris. If you live here, maybe you'll bring in some unexpected trouble. Alas, it's okay to rent you a room here, but you'll have to help me out. Well, of course, anything that I can do. Then join my club, the Mademoiselles, and be my adjutant. What? There's lots of small organizations that gave up by hosting us along here. It's quite popular in the past. Although, as you can see, after my ex-husband died, it was greatly deserted.
你姐姐我，
I'm not the kind of person who gives up easily. However, to make a comeback, I needed someone to help. I'm sorry I can't stay in Paris for too long and I don't know much about social.
那你可就不懂
That you don't
了
have。to worry about. Rising stars in the army, just like you are the best political someone. Just like the Jacobins, Solace. Yeah, they're going to regret that. Pretty sure. If If you keep earning military merit on the battlefield, there will be people who are willing to worship you, and the influence of our faction is guaranteed. When you come back to Paris, you'll just have to occasionally deal with the commissions that you're tasked with by the big shots, and everything will go smooth. Keeping good relationship with our factions would also benefit you in various ways. Your brother's promotion is a good example of this. Of course, with your current fame, you can also pledge your service to the big shots, or simply declare loyalty to the royal family. And I'd stay with you. If you need my help with anything, please do.
Is this most multiple ending game? Feels like it.
Huh?
With how we're insinuating everything.
Are you sure you want to stay in such a small place? Of course, my brother said that you are a reliable person. Moreover, I want to gain a foothold in the army with my own skills. Good for you. However, if you want to help, do you know the rules of etiquette for social occasions? Well, in short, always strike first with a decisive attack. That's what my brother taught me. Oh, you two are truly brother and sister. Then there's a room where we're upstairs. It used to be my husband's room. You can live there for a time being. It's already late today. Go get some rest. The location Marmozon's lawn has been unlocked. Affection Marmozon's has been unlocked.
I don't know what any of this means.
On the second floor of Marmozon Cafe, listening to the sound of the carriages, I occasionally pass by the window. I recall my life in the École Militaire. According to Josephine's instruction, Paris has changed a lot compared to the days when I was in the École Militaire. The Foilans, led by Commander-in-Chief of the Army, Macaiste Lafayette, and the implementing constitutional monarchy are now the main authorities. And the king's declaration of supporting the revolution had won over many supporters of the royal family among the common folks and nobles outside Paris. Because of our political views, match voice of people in the proceeds of the Jacobins is rising. My brother is among them too. This situation conditions that all factions are trying to win this power.
Yeah, but what if we simply, burn Paris down? That would solve all of our problems, I think. And this would certainly solve a lot of problems in my personal world.
I couldn't help but think of the classmates that I had in the École Militaire. Eugene, Cosette, Charlotte. I wonder how they're doing now. I met them, said farewell, and went to the battlefield. I witnessed the soldiers die under our banner. I tasted victory and pain. I thought about giving up my identity of being a soldier. But eventually I stayed, not only because of persuasion of my brother and others, but also because of my own pursuit. When I'm on the battlefield, I have a special ability to inspire soldiers with it's called game mechanics, with courage and motivate them to move forward. As if I can naturally win their trust. Although I still don't know where this ability comes from. Because you're in a game. And because of this, I can't take responsibility of a commander as decisively as my brother. There are still a few days before the banquet held by royal family. Until then, what should I do with my free time in Paris? Let me quote. I have put it on escape. What does menu key do? I did have put in everything is function 1. Confirm menu key. Yes, I get it. Good. I'm too tired. That's all. By resting was not every day, all my energy is recovered. I didn't have anything.
Damn it.
Got up in us a few days later. In the Mademoiselle Salon, you can take side quests and review information such as the garage and career achievements. The current influence of Mademoiselle is not high enough to provide side quests. You try to take the attention of our factions first. Talk to Josephine to do what to do now.
Yeah.
Let me. That is city map. Josephine said we must get familiar with various factions and paths before someone can take us something. I should talk to understand. A new faction towards the salon events at normal. Pauline was invited by Josephine de Bourgogne. Josephine to join them as a starting point for activities in Paris. Achievements. Many of us have left army, but it's time of talents. All kinds of people joining the ranks of Garde Nationale. Find out
talents are officers and potential Jews. I have 10 commanders in the army. This, yes. Okay. That's nice. But let me save. I know I haven't done a lot, but I'm getting a sore throat and my god, all these French words are making my throat hurt. So I'll end this here, maybe a bit soon. But it's not my fault. My throat hurts because of all these French words. Well,